The secret. Manoharlal indicated a chair and Ronak sat down. They exchanged a few pleasantries. Over the next few weeks, Ronak visited Manoharlal every working day during the lunch hour, without consciously wanting to do so. Manoharlal became quite friendly with him, discussing politics, rising prices, cricket, and almost every other subject under the sun. Manoharlal found Ronak to be well informed, articulate, and logical in his arguments. He started looking forward to their interactions. The one day, suddenly and without warning, everything changed. Haven't you ever wondered why I am still a bachelor? Ronak asked almost as soon as he settled down on the chair in front of Manoharlal. It did strike me as somewhat odd, replied Manoharlal, but I felt that it was none of my business, so I never asked. He added, I will tell you why. Ronak explained, it is because I do not believe in the theory of one man, one woman. How boring it would be to sleep with the same girl night after night. There are plenty of pretty young call girls in the city. I can always get one to entertain me at home whenever the need arises. But why are you telling me all this? Manoharlal asked. Because I feel pity for you, my dear friend, replied Ronak. Because according to me, you have been suppressing your natural urges all these years when you could have indulged in them easily. But I do not believe in one night stands, Manoharlal protested. These are not one night stands, Ronak clarified. These are commercial transactions between two consenting adults. Just listen to me, he said firmly. There is this girl Ruby, whose services I have been using on and off for the last 2 months. She is young, attractive, and very good in bed. I just want you to meet her. I am certain that she will completely charm you, and then you will realize what you have been missing all these years, he added. Despite Manoharlal's insistence that he had no interest at all, Ronak would not take no for an answer. So finally, reluctantly, he agreed. What Manoharlal did not know was that Ruby had offered Ronak a good discount if he got her new clients. Later that evening, as the duo awaiting Ruby's arrival in Ronak's drawing room, Manoharlal began feeling nervous and unsure of himself. He had never met a call girl in his life and had absolutely no idea as to how to interact with her. He was about to ask Ronak for advice when the doorbell rang. She has come, Ronak remarked as he moved to answer the door. I will send her in and leave you two alone for a few minutes so that you can get to know each other. 2 minutes later, the drawing room door opened and a familiar sounding voice said, Good evening, I'm Ruby. A horrified Manoharlal saw Rima standing before him. Both father and daughter stood frozen, in shock, for a long moment. Neither could speak a word. Then Rima turned abruptly on her heels and left the room. Manoharlal collapsed onto the sofa. He felt faint. So his darling daughter, who was all that he cared for in this world, did not work as a call center employee. But as a call girl, what would happen if any of his relatives or friends found this out? How would he outlive the shame? His thought churned on and on. Suddenly, Ronak entered the room. "So, how are you two getting along?" He started but abruptly stopped. "Where is Ruby?" he asked in surprise. Then, seeing the expression on Manoharlal's face, added, "What is the matter with you?" "I'm not at all well," Manoharlal somehow managed to say. "Please, for God's sake, just drive me home. Please, I beg you." Okay, I will do that," Ronak assured him. "But where is Ruby? I sent her in. Didn't she meet you?" Just for a minute, Manoharlal's voice shook. Then he said that she had just remembered something urgent and left. Rima drove back to the hotel room from where she operated in a somewhat dashed state. Reaching her room, she paced up and down, thinking furiously. Even in her wildest dream, she had never imagined that in her assumed identity of Ruby, someday she would come face to face with her own father. She had absolutely no idea as to what the consequences were likely to be, or what she was going to do now. However, one thing was quite clear. Now that her ugly secret had been revealed, there was absolutely no question of her ever going back home to face her father. Her future was now totally uncertain. She decided that there was only one option left open for her, and that she was going to take it. Getting into her car, she drove the city's busiest metro station. If you find value in this video, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe so that I can create more videos like this for you. Thanks for watching. Keep watching, keep learning.